Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. I have something I did not expect to be getting, and I bought this. It was 22 something, so 23 bucks. 3 beers and a beautiful glass, a Feuillien glass, and it's so funny that I just found the 2017 vintages of the Tripels from a different distillery or distro, not distillery. So. And I fell in love with it as soon as I tried it. Definitely 9 out of 10 region. I've had 3 bottles now because I can't keep anything if it's in this house. I have to drink it. So, you know, it spanned about 2 or 3 weeks, but I have 3 bottles of it instead of just going and putting it in the dungeon, letting it sit there for another 3 or 4 years. I let it sit for another 3 weeks, and I had 3 bottles. And each one was just perfectly fantastic. I'm happy to say the Tripel was in this new one, and this is, I would have to assume, because of everything and the dust and the goodness and their traditional, the squat pony bottle kind of traditional Belgian beers, coming in at 8.5%. This is the Tripel, a fresh one, so I get to do a fresh one now. Very happy about that. Cracking it open into the Feuillien glass. Hashtag proper glassware, Joe. And we all know beer tastes better when it's in the proper glassware. Crack it in. Throw it in. A little yeast cake at the bottom. Undisturbed. I prefer them undisturbed, and that's why I'm keeping them undisturbed. So here we go. Let's see. There we go. So I'm happy about that in general. And it's a beautiful glass. I mean, just, there's etching on the stem. I have to see what actually it is. Oh, it's like a soldier. It's a soldier on the stem. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Carbonation flowing from the stem of the glass, the pinnacle of the glass here. I would say it's kind of evenly displacing a nice heady, gassy carbonation, as you would expect from a nice Belgian beer. Alcohol leg sticking from that 8.5% alcohol by volume. A nice pillowy, creamy head on top of this. Very creamy looking head for sure. Nice tight, compact bubbles on this very creamy looking head. You have a little bit of a orange hue. I would say orange would be a good one, you know, like a burnt orange hue overall. So soft caramel / orange hue. Very nice indeed. Up to light, soft haze. Very soft, beautiful haze to this beer. I've had the aged. Let's try the fresh. Now again, I'm going to take my time with this, kill the carbonation. Especially the 2017, I noticed at first there had a very heady carbonation, but when you took your time with it, it mellowed out, just became more savory, beautiful flavors. So cheers. Right off the bat, super creamy head. Adds to that beautiful body. Nice oiliness. Wheat tones, tonality, brightness, straw, hay, a little bit of lemongrass, pepper, a little earthiness. Hint of something that reminds me of a very faint hint of a red apple peel, but very subtle, very faint, mixing in the background under that blanket of that bready blanket. The kind of high notes of that straw, hay, that lemongrass mixing in with that. You get a little bit of, again, that little nuanced hint of a red apple peel. You have a little bit of pepperiness, a little something that reminds you of a whiff, a very soft whiff of coriander, but very soft, very, very, very soft. These are very nuanced flavors, but they're very, very nice, and I'm very happy to drink this beer. I'm very excited. And again, that head is so creamy, it just makes it like a blanket, a cloud in your mouth. It's nice. On the aroma, you are picking up more of that lemongrass, pepper, almost a clove-esque quality. It's a heady aroma to this, but on the taste, it's more subtle and subdued and soft. And that's when you get like a little bit of soft red apple peel, a little bit of coriander, those tonalities, a little bit of lemongrass, those kind of playful tones, the earthiness, a little minerality in there as well. .5, can't tell at all. Not even slightly. Not even slightly. On the aged versions, as you've probably seen the review, there was almost a hint of that kind of cookie out of the oven tonality. Little soft hints of that, like a baked cookie out of the oven. This one doesn't have that. It's more like bright, soft, bready, slightly sweet breadiness. Very soft, not aged. Aged got more of that kind of like that aroma of that slightly toasted cookie. This is more biscuity kind of. It's still a cookie, but it's more like that breadiness of that nice nice baked bread, the inside of a baked bread, not the crust, and not like a baked cookie, more just like pulling the baked bread apart, and then you get that breadiness. So it is still very like baked good as the other one was, but not just like that not crust, not cookie, like a baked cookies, that smell. More of just this beautiful, take a fresh baked piece of bread and break it open, and you get all those different flavors wafting together up in your nose, and you're like, ah, that's got this. Very good. Yeah, right there, it's oof, wow. But on the nose, I do get a little bit more of that black pepper, the clove-esque quality that I'm not getting in the taste. It's only in the nose. It's only in the old PABrewNews, the factory sense. The proboscis. Probosciratory sense. Factory sense. Tried to say 16 words at the same time. That happens. It does happen. Okay. But look at the lacing. Have we mentioned the lacing? I mean, that's a beautiful glass too. So, very beautiful style glass. There we go. The one thing I can say, now we have to get, brass tacks. This beer is not bombastic, all right? This beer is very subtle, very nuanced, very easy drinking. This is a beer that I could easily drink a case of with dinners, with this, with that, with this, with this. This is not a standalone. I don't feel that this fresh is a standalone beer. Like, this is the beer that I'm going to have and go to bed. No, this is the beer that I want to enjoy during conversations, you know, during snacking, during this, during that, during something like activity time. You know, I want to have a little bit of this because it is subtle, it is smooth. I want some of that fresh baked bread, for example, and things while I'm drinking this to accent those tonalities, and maybe some cheese and things like that, like eating while I'm drinking this. It's one of those. I have had some tripels that are very in your fucking face, you know what I mean? Not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've had some that are, and this is not one of those. This is a very nuanced beer. It's very easy drinking. It's very light. It's very nice. It's very good. I love the pillowiness of that mouthfeel, though. The head, the carbonation, the head definitely adds to that softness and that pillowness. And mixing that with those different nuanced flavors just makes it just a dream to drink. I mean, 8.5, you cannot tell at all this is 8.5. This just seems like a simple everyday table ale to just enjoy with your, you know, compensatory meals that you must eat during the day. You know what I mean? Like, but this makes it better. Just have this with it. That's nice. It's good. I know you need breakfast. I know you need lunch. Blah, blah, blah. Eat this. Or drink this with it. That was easy, man. I prefer the aged version. It has a little bit more depth. It has more nuanced flavors, different flavors. It's broadened its horizons much more with age than it is fresh. Fresh, it's super stupid nice. Super stupid nice, super stupid easy drinking. I prefer it aged now because, again, it just opens up and gives you this different variety of tonalities that the age does not give you hand in hand. Look at that lacing. Most of that's just lacing. It's stupid. Excellent glassware, by the way. But I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give a 9 out of 10 to the Saint Feuillien from Belgium. This is a fantastic beer. And it's not the highest ABV in the case. Because there's two more, which I will not review today. I will review them at a different time. I only have two more beers to review. I have these two, and that is it. I don't even know if I'm going to do them tomorrow. We're going to see when I'll do them. But we have the first one I'll do is the Blonde Ale, which is coming in at 7.5, which is a nice for a blonde ale. And the second of the beers, or the final, is, oh, I thought that was 9, is the Saint Feuillien Brune. They're Brune, and that is coming in at 8.5, just as the Tripel did. So I actually think that's pretty high for a Brune. So I was like, okay, well, there we go. So anyway, looking forward to that. I have given this one a 9 out of 10, fresh. I am happy that I actually did get a chance to try the two variants, you know, together, basically in a very similar period of time, not like spanning months and months and months. So I do know flat out in my brain face that the age definitely has a lot more character, depth. It definitely has depth. I will say that there are dark tonalities that definitely emanate from the aged version that I really, really appreciate. That the new one just doesn't grasp. You know what I mean? It hasn't dug that far down yet. But this is a light, nuanced, refreshing pillow of a beer. And it is glorious. Anyone that sees these gift packs, I'm not a really gift pack guy. I don't really pick them up. I will pick up more of this as soon as I see it. And if I can get some more of these different Saint Feuilliens in cases, and the price is not stupid ridiculous, I have definitely the urge to go pick up some more. They also have a Saint Feuillien Grand Cru. Now, I don't know what Grand Cru, you know, I don't know, I've never had it. But I know there's a Grand Cru case at that place too. And I don't know if, I mean, I don't remember seeing it, but at the same time, I wasn't drinking Saint Feuillien then, so I don't know if my radar wasn't out. So I don't know if that's an old case, if it's a new case, if it's this or that. I think they changed a couple things there on that section, so it might be new. But a Grand Cru would be very nice to try. And and I already know it's going to be amazing, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't feel like I'm putting my money into a dangerous place. I think I'm going to put it into quality. And yeah, so I'm going to be getting that next, probably. If I get money, that's the number 1 step. And then get gas, that's the number 2 step. And then get up there, number 3 step. Then I can get same Feuillien Grand Cru. You have to get those clogs in meshing with the gears and get the wheels turning. But if I do, that's what I'm going to do. This has been Paul for PABrewNews. Cheers. Watch that finger.